impossible. The Wright brothers questioned what people call impossible.
Results are really only a fraction of what you're truly capable of achieving. That you are far.
Remember there's an argument between your heart and your mind. Follow your heart. The things that the heart can understand and feel, but the mind cannot relate to. There are things that you feel, that you know in your heart of hearts, that's not logical, it's not practical, it's not realistic, but there's something in you that says, I can do this. You do what is easy, your life will be hard. But if you do what is hard, your life will be easy. People that are hungry are uncommon people. Are hungry, have a vision of themselves when they leave here, leaving a legacy, not liability.
How do you get to that next level? You must learn to dominate. You cannot compete. Domination, not competition. Anybody can do this, folks. Anybody can do this. This is not about a college degree. This is about massive amounts of action. Whatever you think you're worth, if you're not sure of your own value, your own goals, and what you want, the world will never reward you of what you want, your value, and your goals.
People that are hungry are willing to do the things today others won't do in order to have the things tomorrow others won't have. People that are hungry are relentless. People that are hungry are unstoppable. People that are hungry refuse to give up. I'm willing to make this happen. No excuse is acceptable. I'm going to do whatever it takes. I can do it. If anybody's ever done it at any point in time in history, then what's possible for one is possible for me, and I'm going to do it. It's my time. It's possible. It's necessary. It's me. It's hard. It's worth it. I don't know what you want. Seemed like yesterday when I was the little kid on the block. Now it's 68. My mother, I remember the first home I bought her. Home she saw. She didn't know I had planned to get that home. I purchased the home and I said, oh, I think I know the people who live there. You do? I said, yes, sir. So I'm going to stop in and say hello. I drove there and I opened the door. She got out of mom at that time, around 76. She held my arm. We were walking toward the house. We got to the door. And I couldn't hold it anymore. I reached in my pocket and took the key out and I put it in the door. This is your home. Mama, I bought this to you. I pushed it open. She stuck her head in the door. She said, anybody home? I said, no, Mama. Nobody's here. This is yours. If you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for all that you dream and scheme about. Life seems useless and worthless without it. And if you gladly sweat for it, press for it, plan for it, and lose all your terror of the opposition for it, and if you simply go after that thing that you want with all of your capacity, strength and sagacity, faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity, the help of God, you will get it.
The separation of talent and skill is one of the for people to talent and natural skill is only developed by hours
Good morning, all. Good morning. If you can hear me, please type in yes, please. Good morning. If you can hear me, please type in yes. Good morning. If you can hear me, type yes, please. Good morning. If you can hear me, type yes so that we can start off. Okay. 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 Let's start off. First and foremost, we will start with this risk disclaimer. Trading foreign exchange on margin carries a high level of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Before deciding to trade foreign exchange, you should carefully consider your investment objectives, level of experience, and risk appetite. The possibility exists that you could sustain a loss of some or all of your initial investment, and therefore you should not invest money that you cannot afford to lose. You should be aware of all the risks associated with foreign exchange trading and seek advice from an independent financial advisor if in doubt. So that's out of the way. Let's start off with what we have today. Today being the Tuesday, 5th of March, the RBA statement has come and gone. So now we have British Pound Services PMI. We have this FOMC member speaking at 1:30. Then we have at 4:35. This is flag, red flag. In trading, whenever you find out that there's going to be a bank governor speaking or a bank chief or whatever speaking, you need to pay attention to it. And at 4:35, the Bank of England's governor, Carney, is going to speak, and he'll be testifying on Brexit inflation and the economy before the House of Lords Economic Affairs Committee in London. Well, his remarks is what the market will be paying attention to. So you must be aware of this time, as it might set up some fireworks on GBP crosses. Another pair we'll be looking at is the Republic Bank of Australia. The governor will be speaking at 11:10 p.m. Is due to deliver a speech, but anything can happen. Then on Wednesday by 1:30 a.m. local time, the Australian GDP will be released. You need to pay attention to this. You need to pay attention to this. So that out of the way, we go down to our charts. And so going into our chart, the first pair we always start off with is the dollar index. And as we can see, the dollar index seems to be in a bullish bias for now. It's gradually moving up. It's gradually moving up towards this trend line. A rejection from this trend line would mean dollar weakness, but a break above this trend line would signify further dollar strength. So knowing that, we move down to our intraday chart. And looking at our intraday chart, most of the levels from yesterday still seems to be holding. I dropped the chart in some groups, so you need to go to your group and check for the chart. The levels of yesterday still seem to be holding. Price is currently at the first level of resistance, and if you observe, has retested that level, and now may be heading for the next level at 97.09. If you can hear me, please type in yes. If you can hear me, type in yes, please. I need to confirm. Somebody is saying they can't hear me. If you can hear me, please type in yes so that I can proceed. If you can hear me, type in yes. If you can hear me, please type in yes. Let me have your yes, please, so that I can proceed. If you can hear me, please type in yes. Thank you very much. So now let's proceed. So as you can see, Like there's always what they call, this is a break, this is the retest. Whenever there is an bullish breakout, you must always understand that the retest will be a bearish move. That's what you must always bear in mind so that you don't get suckered into some traps. Like if you look at this move on the 1 hour was a bearish reversal pattern. As you can see here, it was a bearish reversal pattern. This 3 candle here, if you were watching only this 3 candle, this is a bearish reversal pattern, and you might be tempted to take a sell. But immediately after that, you see what happened? The next candle broke above that area. They came back for a retest, and now they move back up. That is why most times I use the moving average as a filter, most especially the 14. As long as you have price above your 14 SMA on your 4 hour, be careful of any reversal signal you see. You just need to be careful of any reversal signal that you see. Like this place here would have trapped you because here price closed below the 14 SMA on the 4 hour. But if you look to your left, it just closed into a support area. As you can see, these 2 areas here. So you need to be a bit careful when you're taking this kind of trades at areas of significance. So the next pair out. So knowing that, we go over to our 4 hour because I like using the 4 hour. As you can see, this is the retest and this is a continuation, which probably means that we might see further dollar strength to this area. So the next pair I'm looking at is gold. And looking at gold, gold is clearly in a bearish bias. But if you observe, its current level is currently above a midpoint area here. As you can see, that midpoint area comes in at 1285.61. If gold goes below this area, then most definitely you will see 1277. But a close back above this support that has been broken now, which will probably act as a resistance. Let me change that. Change that to a resistance. So a move back above this level might see gold. This is the 2 levels of obstacles you have for gold. But bear in mind, gold is still bearish. So any rally you see on gold would be an opportunity to look for bearish evidence to sell. But should this 1285 give way, that's if you get a close, a break below, a retest, and it holds as resistance, price may drop down to the next level of support at 1277.31. The next pair we'll be looking at is the USD CHF. Looking at the USD CHF from a daily point of view, well, he still looks almost like bullish. He still has a bullish bias. He still has a possible bullish bias. So we'll go down to our 4 hour. We'll go down to our 4 hour. We can see this resistance at 1.002, which is a psychological level, rejected price yesterday. So we have this area as our resistance. That's 1.0020. That's 1,020 and 99.68 as our first level of support. So price may play within this range, but a move above this resistance, will see price move higher. The next pair we'll be looking at is Euro USD. The Euro USD is in a bearish bias for now, but it is currently sitting above this support level at 1.1326. So we have a low here. We have a low at 1.1309. That can be, the level can be placed there so that we have that as level of support. So price is still above this area, which means that they might see a potential for price to move higher towards this area, or a further drop to take out this low. And should this low on price be taken out, then our next level of support, let me adjust this level, our next plausible level of support will come in at this area at 1.1275. That should this low now be taken out, the next level comes in at this area, while the other level comes in down here. So these are areas you need to pay attention to. The Euro USD is still in a bearish bias for now. The next pair we'll be looking at is the GBP USD. I'm looking at the GBP USD. Let me look at it from a daily point of view. Yesterday's candle closed as a bearish candle. And if you notice, it has broken this upper trend line and has gone back below this previously broken line here, this previously broken resistance, which points to the fact that this break may be a false break, because as you can see, price retested it here, moved back, but did not continue, then fell back below the level. So what might we be looking at? Price may do two things. Price may try to retest this area, and if this area holds as resistance, we may see a move down towards here. So knowing that, I go down to my intraday chart to look and find out my next possible line of action. You can see this level, I need to get rid of it. So price is currently at my second level of support, which is 1.3155. And my resistance comes in at 1.3233. Let's see if it needs adjustment. Yep, I need to adjust it. Let me adjust this midpoint. Adjust this midpoint somewhere here. Okay. So price is currently above its support, and my first resistance comes in at 1.3243. So a break above here may send price higher, but should this level give way as support, then price may be coming down to 1.3088. But for now, we are cautiously bearish on this pair for now. The next pair we'll be looking at is the Euro GBP. Looking at the Euro GBP, we need to get a view of how the daily candle closed. The daily candle closed yesterday with a bit of a bullish punch, as you can see, a long lower wick. But the deal with this Euro GBP is this: you need price to close above this area. That area is between 0.8618 to 0.8655. If you get a good bullish close above this area, then price may move higher. So knowing that, go down to our intraday chart. And looking at my intraday chart, you can see I have a falling channel here. So my first resistance comes in at 86.20. It's more like a resistance zone. Price needs to go above this level. If price does not go that way, we are looking at a situation of a downward continuation. So this here. So we're looking at if price doesn't fail at this level, we might see a drop down to this level at 85.64 or even lower. For this pair to continue his bullish uptrend, like I noted out here, you need price to go back above 86.55. A move back above 86.55 will change the bearish bias on this pair. But for now, it still has a more cautiously bearish bias on it. Although we are looking at higher lows, we are looking at a higher low and a higher high for now. But we are still, this pair is still cautiously bearish. The next pair we'll be looking at is the AUD USD. Looking at the AUD USD from a daily point of view, Price is currently just dancing around this support area. That's where price is currently dancing at. So I go down to my intraday chart, as you can see. On an intraday chart, price is just above the support zone, as you can see. That is between 0.7071 to 0.7060. A close below this support zone, retest and a rejection will send price lower. But as long as price stays above here, it has the potential to either rally up to 7128 or higher upon a break. But for now, this pair still has a bearish bias, but currently above a support area. The next pair we'll be looking at is the USD JPY. The USD JPY still has its bullish bias intact for now. As you can see, it's attempting to test this trend line. On this pair, the best shot on this pair will be at a rejection from this trend line and this resistance level. Because for now, price is still at the first level of resistance, which is at 111.90. It needs to go above there to test the falling trend line and this second resistance at 112.27. For now, this pair still has its bullish bias intact. Next pair we'll be looking at is the Euro Yen. Euro Yen, like I said yesterday, has its bullish bias, but for now, after the rejection from this trend line, it has what appears to be a sort of a dark cloud cover, which is a bearish reversal pattern. So what do? We go down to our intraday chart. When we go down to our intraday chart, we'll be waiting for a rally and the rejection at this trend line to go short. But be well advised that a move above this falling trend line will confirm further bullish bias on this pair. A move above this trend line. But for now, the pair still seems to have his bullish bias intact. Still seems to have his bullish bias intact. Let me get this picture. As you can see here. So this is the first level of support, 126.58 here. If price goes below that level, then we'll be looking at this trend line. This trend line here. A break of this trend line will send price higher. But as long as this support at 1226.58 holds, then we may see price move higher a bit. We may see price move higher a bit towards 127.32, 127.32 or even higher. But for now, we are cautiously bullish on the Euro Yen. The next pair we're looking at is the Gbp Jpy. As you can see, he's still bullish, but he posted a bearish signal yesterday, which might mean a drop to retest this previously broken trend line. So, knowing that, we go down to our intraday chart. You notice I use the fib. The fib is still active because this high yesterday is still standing. So, our price is currently above 147.06. So, what does that mean? This level holds our support, we may see a rally. But should this level break, then we may see a drop in price either to 147.74 or 146.17 as the case may be. But for this pair, we can say we are cautiously bearish for now as it is correcting this up move. The next pair we'll be looking at is the Gbp CHF. The Gbp CHF, from the daily point of view, closed as a bearish candle pattern yesterday, and it is currently in a support area. So this might be a retest of this area. This might be a retest of this area. A break above this trend line and this level might send price back up to this level. So we go down to our GBP CHF intraday chart. We can see price is still above our first level of support. First level of support, and the resistance seems to have shifted. So our support is 1.3156. These are support, and our resistance comes in at 1.3258. If this level holds as support, price may rally up to this resistance. And if this resistance is not broken, price may come down. Should either of this level gives way, you wait for a retest and a continuation down in the opposite direction. Next pair we'll be looking at is the Euro AED. Looking at the Euro AED from a daily point of view, close with a long upper wick. Like I pointed out yesterday, is in a resistance area. So, which means that there exists the potential that we may see a slight weakness in price on this pair. But our support zone between 1.5983 and 1.6003 seems to be holding. So as long as they are holding, you may see a rally out of this area towards this first level of resistance at 1.6061 or the second one at 1.6099. The next pair we'll be looking at is the Gbp Jpy. Like I said yesterday, this man has a bullish bias, but for the bullish bias, I think I've removed one of my, okay, I'll add it up later. Okay, we're all back. So looking at this pair, this resistance at 1.8695 is holding. So I go down to my intraday chart. If I go down to my intraday chart, you can see that this level of support at 1.8576 is holding. Let me get rid of this level. So this is the first level of support, and this is the resistance at this high area. So now you know where your range is. So a break below 85.76 may take price down to 85.01. But should this level hold as support, you may see price run up to 1.8731 or 1.8696. So this is the zone, resistance zone, and this is the support. So knowing this, you know that if you get a bullish signal here, you might open a long position towards the resistance position at the other end of the chart. The next pair we'll be looking at is the NZD USD. The NZD USD for now is attacking its trend line, as you can see. A break below this trend line will send price lower. But for now, this pair seems to be in a sideways consolidation here and maybe trying to move lower. So for now, this pair has a bearish bias. You'll be looking for any rally to open a long position. But should this trend line hold as support, then price may move a bit higher. You need to be aware of that. The next pair we'll be looking at is the USD CAD. And as you can see yesterday, when I do this, price has already come to this trend line. As you can see, break, retest, and it is about to start moving higher. So I pull up my level. As you can see, price is at my resistance. But is currently bullish. It is currently bullish, which means that this price has the potential to get to 1.3375. The next pair we'll be looking at is the GBP CHF. GBP card. GBP card, I have this upper trend line here. Let me adjust it. This upper trend line here. So as you can see, price rallied into it and dropped yesterday. As you can see, there is a potential. This pair is still bullish. The price may correct a bit lower. So that I can't say, but that is what it appears to be doing for now. So a move below 1.7532 may see price drop down to this vicinity. So that's about it for today's plan your trade. Trade your plan for the 5th of March 2019. If you have any questions, this is my Telegram handle here. You can send me a message at this Telegram handle and I'll be glad to answer your questions. Wish you all a beautiful trading day in advance and thank you all for coming.